What's up, everybody? It's me, Professor Noctis, and I am excited to have you in for our ultimate Final Fantasy Tactics lecture stream, everybody. We've been doing 4 weeks of tactics and theology, talking about some of the real-world inspirations of Final Fantasy Tactics. But tonight, since it is our final week here, if you want to go for some of the deepest dives into theology and history, church history, and all that kind of stuff, you can check out our first 3 episodes. But tonight's episode is kind of the so what chapter, as I'm going to call it. It's the lecture where I would tell my students, so what do you do with this stuff? And so tonight we're going to be answering and unpacking some of that. We talked about how this game wrestles with some of the deepest human questions. Questions like faith and corruption and truth and what it means to believe when belief has been broken. If you remember right, in the first lecture, we talked about faith and power. And in the second one, we talked about heresy. In the most recent one, we talked about the origins of Scripture and all that stuff. But tonight is really all about what do you do when you have learned some of the truth behind the pain of things? What do you do when you've learned some of the truth behind things that you believe? And that is where things get a little bit dicey. So tonight we are going to finish up the game. So hopefully you finished Final Fantasy Tactics at this point. Thing that I kept thinking about as I finished this game was one particular scene that I want to bring up to you right now.
A heretic at prayer in a church. Passing bold, Ramza.
I shall ask it plain, Delita. Why has the High Confessor planted you amongst Goltana's men?
I see no harm in telling you. My orders are to assassinate Duke Goltana and Count Orlando both. Groups such as the Corpse Brigade, ill-contented with the crown and the nobility, are in no short supply. The Church merely fans rebellion's flame. The people tire of war, and their disdain for the crown waxes, intensifying with each passing day. Of course, Goltana and Larg want to put down the rebellions at home. Alas, they lack the troops to do so. They have but one recourse. To break the impasse, they seek to bring an end to the conflict once and for all. Even as we speak, their armies mass at Fort Besselat to that purpose.
They're stunning, aren't they?
Then these months of rebellion and unrest, all of it is by the High Confessor's design.
Yes, and it will not end as either lion hopes. For once the battle begins, Larg and Goltana, the lions white and black, will be assassinated by persons unknown. Naturally, their allies must die with them.
Why it's doing that, sorry, y'all.
Count Orlando of the Order of the Southern Sky, Zalbag of the Northern, and of course Count Dicedog. With their leaders gone, the fighting will cease, and they will have no choice but to embrace the peace we offer.
A peace, or surrender on the Church's terms?
The people will proffer to the Church the role of mediator with hands upraised. Moreover, the Church will have the Zodiac Braves.
But there's the rub.
One thing stands between the Church and the Orosite. The heretic, Ramza Beowulf.
So then, you've come to fetch the Zodiac Stones for your masters.
I am no hound of the Church. I answer to nobody but myself.
Meaning what?
Meaning, I would not think twice of killing you should the hour come. Yet, though our methods be different, our goals are not. As long as they remain so, you are no enemy of mine.
Delita. You could come with me.
I cannot join you. She needs me. Far too much to leave her now.
Avelia.
as long as it has a pliant figurehead. The Church cares not whether it is the king or the queen who prevails. Power through a puppet state. That is the High Confessor's grand plan.
And you? Do you not use Avelia to fulfill your own ambitions?
I cannot say. But this I know. To save her life, I would gladly give my own. You think this strange?
No. I understand only too well.
I address the heretic Ramza. You are besieged. You will surrender yourself up to us at once.
I know that voice.
Zalmor.
Ramza, you will not fall this day.
For those of you that did finish this game, I am going to talk a little bit about parts of the ending, but no, we're going to watch it together here in a little bit. But ultimately, you probably know that when the credits roll on this game, the war is over and the church has survived, but it's only existing as an institution kind of built on lies. A lot of kings, a lot of leaders are dead, and a lot of heroes are forgotten. And the thing that strikes me about this final lecture is something that I deal with in my classes a lot. What do you do when you've seen so much like Ramza has seen? What is your relationship with institutions of power at that point? And what is Ramza's? The reason that I begin with this particular scene is notice where they are and what Ramza is doing. Ramza has bowed down and he is praying. And what an interesting sight for, number one who is labeled a heretic to be praying, but then secondly, for one who has seen the wickedness of those in authority to be returning to a place of prayer. Even Delita calls it out at the beginning. We talked about some of the dark sides of faith and of church. In fact, I've had countless conversations with students who say to me, I didn't really leave my church, it left me. Or I didn't leave my faith, it left me. And so the question for us is, what do you do when you've seen too much and you've known too much and you've discovered too much and the data is in conflict with the dogma that you were given? Something that I think about and talk to my students about is that they didn't wake up one day and decide to stop believing, but instead they just experienced too much. Maybe it was hypocrisy, maybe it was scandal, exclusion, silence when there should have been voice, until the story that once gave them life really started to sound hollow. What you may not know, and tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about faith traditions and students leaving faith traditions. I want to give you a few statistics while we kind of think about some of this stuff. So according to a 2024 research poll, 2 out of 3 young adults have said that they still believe in God, or specifically in Jesus in the Christian tradition, but less than 1 in 3 say they trust the church. Now that is a fascinating statistic. Let me say that again, because I think that this resonates in some interesting ways, and I think it does well with this final piece of tactics tonight. According to a 2024 research poll, 2 out of 3 young adults say they still believe in Jesus, but less than 1 in 3 say they trust the church. Now, here are the top reasons. I wonder if you could even name them. Why do you think young Christians have left the church or don't trust the church, even if they still believe in God? You can probably guess a few of them. Here's 4 of the top reasons. Number 1, they say that the church is hypocritical. Number 2, it's too political. Number 3, it's unsafe to ask questions. And number 4, it doesn't live what it allegedly believes, and certainly not what it preaches. And I think that's fascinating. Hypocrisy, political nature, unsafe to ask questions, doesn't live out what it preaches. Here's what I'd say, and I've spoken to enough students to know that it's a little bit deeper than that. It's not rebellion against the church, but instead it's heartbreak. And I see it in the faces and the voices and the stories and the reflection papers of many of my students. It's not rebellion. They feel as though they were abandoned. And that's really where Lecture 4 in the series lives. It's in that tension between belief and betrayal, between a God that feels true and a church that doesn't. So tonight, we're going to go through the ending sequence of this game. And as we go along, we've got some things that we'd like to share about. We've got some things that I'd love for you to jump in and talk about. But in the end, we're going to finish this game together to Orban Monastery, back where it all began. Okay, let's do it. Off to the vaults. But I would be curious, what do you make of those 4 reasonings? What do you make of those 4 reasonings? Do they ring true to you? I always go back to the fact that he put uneducated cowards in charge of the whole thing. That's a really fair point. Let's bring in Cloudy Boy. And we'll bring in Origin, of course.
Understood.
But maybe not as a dancer. And we'll bring in Clementine. No, we need to change their jobs real fast. We're gonna make Clementine. You just get to be a white mage. That's what you're gonna do. And re-raise, perfect.
I shan't disappoint you.
And we're gonna give you abilities of black mage, maybe, or time. Let's do that one. And then for our dancer, not gonna be a dancer any longer, I know that. How about a mime? That'd be fun. Let's see if the mime will help speed some things up for us. Let's do it.
At the ready.
So we're speeding toward the end here.
I will press on with Lord Fulmarv.
As you command.
They have slain all the guards. What secrets lie among these tomes that demand such carnage? But the speculation must keep. First, we deal with the enemy.
All right, let's get to attacking, everybody. Air, hell, air. Get him! Ooh, good hit, good hit. Cloudy Boy, let's get you up here. Meteor.
Will I pull through?
Man, that missed everybody but Cloud and White Mage. Amazing. Don't you hit my summoner. Cyclops! Okay. Ramza, I'm gonna let you take care of him. Let's go ahead and get these guys over here. Ooh, that's a good hit. Let's take care of him. Bam! Now, Cloudy Boy, let's get you back here. Ascension. 0, because I haven't lost any. Finishing touch, though. Okay, let's try it. Ramza, you gotta kill this guy.
I have you now.
The battle in this game is so much fun, right? I also love the speed up button. Saves me from getting bored. Not that I would ever get bored. Turn to stone, got him, good. So good. Wow. Let's get him with Cyclops again. No, there's got to be a better one, like Odin. Or Bahamut. has love behind it. Oh man, get down there. Cloudy boy can't jump. Blade burst. Oh, 0. No. No. How about finishing touch? Got it. They're going down one by one, baby. You'd love to see it. And you know what, Trixie, that's completely valid. Like, those are things that I hear all the time. Did I make a mistake leaving? Did I make the right choice doing that? Oh, I think my white mage is about to get killed. Belias, oh yeah, that guy is crazy. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to come down this way then. One step at a time.
Now is like.
Oh, let's bring him back to life. Stone, 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 or death. Stone it is. Yes. Cloud's doing some work over here. And we're back.
I got this.
Cloud is like my MVP over here. That would kill everyone. Let's not do that. Nor that. Nor that. That one.
With purpose.
Okay. I guess back up here this time. Well, that's not working. You just wait another moment, Orlando. Stop killing my characters. I keep doing that same thing.
Power thrum.
Power. No. Got him.
I will tend to matters here. Very good.
I will take it.
Leonda Keorias de Sonda. Zorda las laumos mefeolio sonda. Alexandora, Reeve of Time.
No, you're
By
great,
oath
Jedi.
unto
Thanks
you
for hopping in.
am I bound, transcending eternity, cross you now the vastness of time's gulf. Throw wide her gates, that we may pass.
An ancient incantation. What awaits below? Quickly, we must give chase.
We must give chase. Let us. Okay, so we're gonna bound into the vaults now as we continue our speed run to the end. Let's change Ramza's job. How about back to Gallant Knight?
This will do.
Yeesh. Good deal. So there's Ramsey, Orlando, Clementine, Origin, all of my church leaders, and Cloudy.
Sure thing.
Let's go ahead and make you an arithmetician.
I shan't disappoint you.
And we're going to give you white magic. Okay, let's fight him.
At the ready.
At the ready.
We have waited for you, Ramza.
Oh, that's awesome,
How
Jenna.
very far you've come, but no farther.
So chat, if you are unfamiliar with what we are doing right now, these are all of the church leaders who have been working in secret behind the scenes. And so Ramza is confronting all of them as he is making his way to Fulmarv, who is kind of the one that is fully in charge. But he has to get through these lower people first in order to get to this final one.
The stones of the monastery make an ironic cairn for a heretic such as you. And I, Lothry Wodring, will see you dead and buried.
Lothry Wodring. All right, time to defeat Lothry. I can barely say his name. Lothry.
Whatever do you mean? If you speak of our execution of the clergy at Malond, that was but a part of our grand design. After all, the salvation they offered their flock was false. They sought only to seize Iblis for themselves by placing a puppet on the throne. We are unlike them. By the power of the Zodiac Stones, we will bring the people true salvation.
So even his most loyal are kept in the dark.
It is
You
Church
are
Game
but
of
an
Thrones.
unwitting servant to the Lucavi.
The demons of legend? I've not the patience for your japes, boy.
So this is interesting. Ramza knows of the existence of the Lucavi, which are, as Lothry says pretty accurately, the demons of legend. But these demons of legend, the Lucavi, are kind of, how do you say, possessing these leaders of the church who are pretty weak-willed when it comes to their power.
Lord Fulmarv is the one true savior. The second coming of Saint Ajora, who shall lead all men with boundless benevolence.
Which sounds very anti-Christ, if you ask
A
me.
noble's whelp such as you could never understand the burdens of the common man, much less ease them.
Now, let's get to it. Yeah, I always get confused as to where everybody's standing. It doesn't go that far. Darn. So let's just get on out here and hit who we can hit. That's not enough. We'll try that one.
Gods help me.
Gods help me. There we go. Let's go ahead and hit him with this. Good deal. Oh, here comes Lothry. Did he break my sword? I hope he didn't. If he did, I'm restarting this battle. We're not letting that happen. Everybody's in this awful spot. Tailwind. Oh yeah, you get out after it, Orlando. Orlando is so broken, I love him. They're using the weakest summon? Are you kidding me? one of these is strongest? I guess it's the Hallowed Bolt. No, I think it's Divine Ruination. Yeah, I guess. Did not hurt. Oh, we're just gonna hit them all here. Hit everybody, I say.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, he's running away? Oh, that was stupid of you. Now move you there. Oh, we're so good at this, you guys. Let's Leviathan him. And it's over, pretty much. You can hasten all you want over here, guys. Bam! Oh, it's over for him. This game music does go crazy. Not SQ Music Collection's crazy, but it goes crazy. Weak. Oh man, did not follow him. Tsunami! Bam, it's over, Lawfrey.
So it ends here. But I am not finished yet. For you, Ramza, I shall cast open the very gates of hell.
The very gates of hell. Well.
Val Leonda, Georias desonda, Zorda, Las Laumos, Nefeolio sonda.
Here we go.
Alexandora, Reeve of time, by oath unto you am I bound, transcending eternity. Cross you now the vastness of time's gulf. Throw wide her gates, that we may pass.
Victory is yours. What a disconcerting way of ending that battle, and then victory is yours. It's like, is it really? Here we go. It's about to heat up, y'all.
What is this place?
The Necrohall of Malond. Never again will you see the skies of Ivalice.
We'll see about that,
Without
Lawfrey.
the glyph at the gate, there can be no return. Fulfilled my duty.
And yet.
And yet, Volmov, my lord, are you still the man I pledged to follow? To harbor such doubts at the last. How pathetic. Hurry on, Ramza. How it ends depends on you.
So this is the Necrohall. Half of Malon supposedly sank into the sea when a great catastrophe struck in ages past. but that appears not to be the case. But now is not the time to ponder such. I must find Fulmarv. Alma, please be safe.
All right, now we're in the Necro Hall, and we're in the final battles here. So here's where things kind of begin to heat up a little bit, because this is really the final act of the game. And in this final act, Ramza begins to confront the full horror of what the church has really become. A faith that is really just so desperate for control that it is summoning literal demons. So much of this game we spend talking about like metaphor and stuff like that. But here it's like a very literal sort of happening.
No turning back.
No turning back.
You! But how? You must have forced Sir Lofri to bring you here. Very well then. Here is where I shall make my stand. Even should it cost me my life, I will stop you. I will have vengeance.
All right. Necro Hall is your favorite word in the whole game. It's fun to say.
Why are you come here? What salvation could you possibly offer the people that might be had in these forsaken ruins?
A spoiled lordling could ill understand what we seek to do. Or do you claim to have learned something of suffering? If so, you might see the world for the cruel place it is. Though the Church preaches equality, it cannot and will not affect change. The highborn few hoard wealth and power, passing it on to their offspring as it was passed on to them. This leaves the lowborn masses with no means to lift themselves up. We would shatter the chain of inequality and create a world where all men have their fair
Now this is interesting,
share.
chat, because Cletienne is kind of speaking something that on the surface is pretty good, right? The lowborn masses with no means to lift themselves up. We would shatter the chain of inequality and create a world where all men have their fair
For
share.
that, we require power. Power beyond compare.
And there is this idea among these leaders that the ends justify the means.
The Auracite. You would bestow them upon those who seek power. Yet what can you hope to achieve when most of the stones are in my possession?
You truly know nothing. Allow me to enlighten you. Once we have resurrected Saint Ajora, we shall have limitless stones at our disposal. By the grace of the High Seraph, the Savior was made able to create Auracite. And at long last, he shall be reborn to walk among us, the child of God from the heavens returned.
Okay, and now we're off to fight. Chat, like, this is such an interesting moral dilemma of, like, do the ends justify the means? And if it all ends up in a place, as Cletienne says, a place of equality, a place where everyone has their fair share, then what's the point? Well, like, what's the problem? Sometimes students will ask this question. I think it's such a really good question to ask because it helps them think about what are the implications of going about the right thing the quote wrong way. What are the consequences? Who does it hurt? All of that kind of stuff. What do you think about all of that as you consider kind of the moral implications of what we're discussing here? We're just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. I'm just targeting the guy. I ain't got time for this dude.
The next move.
The next move.
I must do all I can.
Good deal, Ramza. Don't steal my heart. Oh, it's over for you, buddy. It is over. We're gonna hit Cloud too.
Joffrey, forgive me. Would that I had told you.
That way, 'twould seem.
That way. All right, we're coming in. All right, as we head into the Lost Halidome, I want you to see how confident Ramza is going into this. He's moved beyond fighting against kind of duality of his mind of is what he is doing the right thing. He's no longer thinking in those terms any longer.
Understood.
Sure thing. At the ready.
Oh, I remember this battle. I don't love this battle. That gap is annoying.
Oh, Ramza. Truly it is a joy that we should chance to meet again.
Truly is a joy.
I once suffered defeat at your hands, but it will not happen twice. Your head I shall take for Lord Folmarv.
Objective.
So you live still? Was your fear of death such that you would sooner bend your knee to the Lucavi? I pity you.
You pity me? You are a naive child who speaks of things he does not understand. It betrays your high-born nature that you should think it pitiful for one to fight to cling to life. For the low-born, each day is a struggle to survive. Ever does death cast its dark shadow over us.
Again, I mean, the theme that we talked about in Lecture 1, that inequality of humanity, this disparity is what has driven the lowborn and the highborn, for that matter, to seek a solution. It is fascinating to me that the church, who even in this game was instituted as a way of helping ease some of that class disparity, is now a corrupt thing of power brokers, lies, and of kind of manipulating the lower class for their own ends.
When the nobleman falls ill, the physician nurses him back to health. Even when his lands suffer a poor harvest, food yet graces his table. Meanwhile, the common man dies of a chill. And even when times are not lean, he is not assured a meal on the morrow. Pity me if that is your wont. It matters not. For now, I am made truly human.
How does selling your soul to demons make you human? You've lost sight of whatever ambition you once held.
I stand above all other men now. I have transcended death itself. No longer must
Sounds
I bow
healthy.
my head in coy attempts to curry favor with you high-born nobles. I've bought my freedom. I am human at last, no longer something less.
You think freedom a thing bought and sold? What value? A freedom you have not earned. What meaning when your soul is the price? A man who's lost his pride can never be free. When you cast yours aside, you surrendered your freedom. Freedom and equality are lost upon you. You do not understand, much less desire them. No, what you desire is power. Whatever your claims, You are just a fallen man who wishes to rise up at the expense of others.
And boy, isn't that just an indictment on so many leaders, masquerading around as those that are peddling a better future, but really what they desire is power, right? Whatever your claims, you are just a fallen man who wishes to rise up at the expense of others. Powerful phrase. Powerful. Freaking worse for him to be immobilized like that. That is so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. I hate it. Is there a way of healing him? I don't think there is. Ah! I hate it. It did nothing. This is going to suck. Oh wait, what am I doing? Maybe get up here and can you help him? Will it help him? Doesn't look like it will. It does not mobilize him again. Oh, Chad, I think we may be starting this battle over. How frustrating. Okay, let's do this. Oh, here come the demons. Wait, is there a way that I can heal them? No, there is no way to heal such a person. Dang it! That is super frustrating. Dang it. I need Orlando to be able to move. How frustrating. It won't do anything. Do not shoot me. Okay, Cloud. It really is just kind of up to you, isn't it? Can I finishing touch him? Will that kill him? Crap, he's over here. Ow! That sucked. That also sucked. But now I'm here. Get rid of that guy. There we go. You're not shooting me. You better stop that. Okay, he's gonna try flame me. But he missed. That sucks for him. Raise. And we're back at it. But still not enough. So we wait again. Crap! 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 This is gonna suck. Yeah, this is going really well. Don't you shoot me! You jerk. You freaking jerk. Oh, I'm not immobilized anymore. Well, I am dead though. This is not going well at all. Let's just get down here and start attacking. I guess we'll start with him. Good. Got him. Now, Orlando, finally. Freaking loser over here. Okay. Okay, we wait. Oh no, he's coming for me now. Try flame. Good. You jerk! Man, I am gonna die here. I'm gonna lose all my characters. We will restart this battle. Ah, we are gonna die here. Oh, we are dead. Dang it! Okay, we gotta redo this. This is annoying. I remember hating this fight. This fight to me is harder than any of the others. Just because of the stupid gap in this thing. Okay, Ramza, we're gonna put you right over here. We're gonna put you, Orlando, right over here.
As you command.
And you will be right here, and Cloudy Boy up here. Okay.
To battle.
Okay, we know. Fast forward, fast forward. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. You're not really a human. You're not really noble. Got him. Ah, disabled my abilities. What a jerk. Okay, Cloud, we're starting with you. Yeah, hit him with that. Oh, it's 0. We should not have done that. It's not going to hit him at all. Man, don't break my mirror mail. Tired of these 3-headed dragons. They're ticking me off. Okay, Ramza. Oh, he can't do anything. Got it. Parried. Okay, let's attack this guy. That's a good hit right there. Yeah, this is better. Ooh. Got him good. Did he shoot his own dude?
Hold still.
Oh, it was confusing. So, oh no. Can I do this? Let's go to haste. That could be fun. Ramza, Orlando. I'm actually okay with that. You win some, you lose some. Miss. Haste. Haste. Miss. Oh, dadgummit. Thanks for the lurk, bud. Oh, no, he's gonna burn me. Ouch. Oh, it's so on now. Okay. We are here. We are here. Can I hit him, though? It will not work. Okay, let's do it. And you're shooting me because of course you are. Ah, get out of there. Don't let him burn you. No! Dadgummit. Okay, just get over here and attack. Wait a second. We can do this. And then I think we can do this and get them both.
This is the end.
Yeah, we can. And he comes down here. He's going to shoot me now. And immobilize me. Yep, I am immobilized. That is just terrific. We love to hear it. Cross slash on this guy. It's pretty weak, but we'll do it. Dadgummit! Oh, crap. Immobilize is so annoying. crap, and now he can't move either? Oh, this sucks. Can you bounce over here? Maybe. Got an item. What did I find? An elixir. Oh, good. Okay, which one of these can I do to raise him? Oh, crap. I need to raise her. Because she is about to die. Crap. Is there one that I can do both of them? No. I can do her. Well, might as well, you know? She is so back. This is so frustrating. Oh, let's go ahead and throw a rock at him. Dadgummit! This is my least favorite battle in the whole game. The whole game. Not dadgummit. No! Oh, balls. No, Cloud, don't die. Oh, we can't lose Orlando either. Oh, well, we just lost. Dadgummit. Right there. Okay, let's start this one over. Dadgummit, that sucks. That's twice. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Okay, let's try something different. Let's go about it a different way. Maybe I just need dragoons like crazy. Doot 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 doot. Orlando, we want you way over here. I could use old Mustadio. Oh, you know who I could use? Construct 8. Let's use Construct. Yeah, let's use that guy. Oh, that's fine. Now this is probably going to be terrible, actually. How did I beat him the first time I did this? I don't even remember. Okay, just stay far, far away from everybody. Don't lose your stuff. Okay. That should do okay, I think. Dadgummit. Cure Cloudy.
Every bit helps.
Every bit does help, Ramza. Yes. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. Dispose of him. Good. Good hit. Good job, robot. That's what we wanted to see.
By heaven!
Good hits. All. Good hit again. Okay, we're actually doing damage now. And now he's going to immobilize him. Well, close. Ow. Now bounce over there and attack him again. Leave my friend alone, you jerk. You freaking jerk, is all I gotta say. How do you miss? You were hitting him from behind. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
You may leave him.
Can I get him? That's a pretty good hit there. But it will not last. That's the problem. Why not? Dadgummit! Oh, dang it. I can't make it without Orlando and a healer. Ah! This sucks. I don't know why I didn't give him items. Did I? Oh, I did. Wait a second. Can I throw them? No, of course not. Why would I be able to throw them? That would be just silly. And that's too far, dadgummit. I'm so close, though. Okay, so now we wait. Cloud, why don't you just get behind him? And, I don't know. He's 4. That's gonna suck. Let's go ahead and attack him.
What's it called?
Oh, of course. Dodge. Dadgummit! Oh, it's over. It's over. I didn't lose her, but I almost did. I'm about to. Oh no, he's bringing his monsters back to life. What a disaster. What a disaster. Oh crap. There's a chance. Don't immobilize me. That would really tick me off. Orlando's about to be dead. Don't want that. Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and give you an X potion, maybe.
Here.
Yeah, that'll work. And we'll move right over here.
Whatever.
And he's gonna burn Ramza, but not really. Not really. He's gonna tasks, dispose. Man, this is not going well at all. I'm not gonna lose Cloud and Orlando. Ah, man. Oh man, my heavy hitter just died. Great. Oh, and he can't use abilities. Ah, dadgummit. No, we're not doing this. Yep, Orlando's gone. Well, we're not playing that game. That's absolute BS. No, we're not doing that. Necrohall. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna pretend we won. And we'll get to the end of it. Okay, let's do it. Because that is nonsense. I hate that fight. I hate it so bad. Okay, before we get into this final fight of the night, even though we definitely skipped one, this is where we come face to face with Fulmarv. And as Smith said a little bit earlier, today is a feast day in the Catholic Church, and it is the story of Saint Charles Borromeo, a 16th century reformer who faced the corruption of his own church with grace and grit. He was a cardinal. He was born into wealth, surrounded by politics and power, and he gave it all up to live with the poor and feed the hungry. During the plague, he didn't flee. He opened hospitals and spent his fortune to care for others. And because of that, powerful people hated him. They shot at him while he was praying, but the bullet didn't pierce his heart, because it turns out a heart devoted to service is harder to kill than any dogma. Kind of interesting. And it reminds me a little bit of Ramza, and that's kind of why I wanted to talk about him tonight when Smith sent him to me. Ramza has a similar faith. It isn't naive, it's not blind, but it's defiant. and he looks at the worst of religion and still chooses to believe that love is stronger and it's worth fighting for. And so we're gonna finish this up real quick and get to the end of the game here.
Understood. Onward.
Time for action.
And let's do it.
To battle.
Here we go.
I do not understand. Why does Virgo not awaken? This is his resting place. His spirit lingers here. I can sense it. What could be amiss? Mayhap she is not a suitable vessel after all. No, no, it cannot be that. Virgo stirred at her presence. She must be the one. Oh, it is still not enough. That could be the only reason. So you have come, Ramza.
It is over, Fulmov. Your comrades are no more. Now end this. Release my sister.
Comrades, you say? They were but pawns to be sacrificed. The Angel of Blood to whom Saint Ajora is joined, she must slake her thirst ere she rise again. The land has drunk deep of blood in the Chiliads since Saint Ajora's death. So be it. Once more to world of light, there to steep the earth in blood's sweet rain. But you, Ramza, you will not live to see the storm.
Bam.
The stones lend you their strength, I see this now. A truly vexing foe this child is made. And thus Ajora with High Seraph joined, that thirst for power alone the stones might slake. Oh, Saint Ajora, oh, Angel of Blood, this sacrifice I proffer that you wake. Ramza, unto me your lifeblood you shall render.
So one interesting thing about old Hashmal here is that word is Hebrew for electricity.
Alma, I'm coming, but you must wake. Cast off this sleep.
Awaken to your whimpering she will not.
What have you done to her?
Her flesh a gift, Ajora's newfound form. Through her the Angel of Blood descends once more, the perfect vessel finally obtained. Should slain she be, to naught our plans would come. Yet strength have you to carry out this deed. Beyond your gentle heart it is, I fear.
Slay my sister. I need not resort to such measures. You are without comrades to protect you, Fulmov. I will strike you down and end your madness.
End your madness.
Now then,
let's do this properly. Without death. $316, I think I can go higher. 330, that'll do. No, don't stop me. Annoying is what that is. Cloudy boy, it's all up to you. Can I hit him with Ascension? That'd be pretty good. Oh, he's gonna move though. Crap. Bad move. I can't see on this airship. Dang it. I hit Cloud. Everybody is bound. Oh, this is helpful. This is helpful. I think I can Asuna them all here. Remove status ailments? Maybe. We'll try it. Miss, 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 miss. What a waste. What are you even good for?
By one so feeble felled I cannot be. Yet even should you chance to strike me down, return I shall in perpetuity.
My favorite is how he rhymes.
This world in unremitting chaos lies. Unprompted does it churn and roil and seethe. For power, souls of rancor ever cry, and thus are we to aid them summoned back, to free their souls, the purpose of the stones.
Cletien did say that Saint Ajora could create limitless aurasight, and there are bound to be many like Barrick, who desire power only for self-gain.
A righteous life as yours, but few could live. For man is wont to envy and begrudge. What joy that others find, he fain destroys.
I've lived a far from righteous life. These hands are hardly clean, but I endeavor to walk a righteous path, as do many others. We are not all like you.
I am the bringer of order.
No. Not Quake. Okay, we're all moving again now. That's good. I really want to hit him with that. If I could, man, that'd be pretty sick. Ooh, try to corner him. That's what we want. Can I bring Alma back? Let's bring Alma back to life. Ah, missed Alma. She stays dead. Oh, and they're stopped again. Boo. Just keep hitting him with Holy. I love that Cloud, my little hero here. He's the one that just keeps doing it.
For the one true God.
Dadgummit. For the one true God. None of that works. Oh. Maybe it will if I did that. Okay, that does work on him. So what if I did... do float on everybody, keep us from Quake.
My strength fizzles.
But it just doesn't matter. Meteor! Ouch. Back in action. Okay. And now we've got him cornered.
By heaven!
No holding back.
Ah, I so badly want to just corner him right there. Ooh, good hit, Cloud. Well done. Good hit. Oh, he's blocked in. And this is it. This is the end.
towards ever greater mastery.
See what I say.
Should succumb to this mere child.
Mere child.
Where am I?
Alma, are you alright?
Ramza? Is it truly you?
Too far we've come to taste now of defeat. Angel of blood, that you should rise. My life I gladly give.
Ah! This part is nuts.
I am come once more.
Alma, no.
Victory is yours. Okay, final fight here.
Ready and willing.
Time for action.
Onward. We shall not lose.
Okay, let's do it. We're ready. We're ready.
At the ready.
At the ready. Sister.
What is this? Do not resist me. Ramza, please help me.
Alma!
Ramza, no, you cannot. You must not. No.
Alma, are you unharmed?
I'm fine. But you must strike down Ajora. Quickly. To
Quickly.
thwart my coming, you would dare essay.
Nay. Oh, here we go. All of the demons.
I suffer spite from neither lord nor serf.
Your
unmaking you have sealed.
Fancy.
I am Ultima, divinity descended.
That's true. That
Prostrate yourselves before me now.
So that is Saint Ajora's true fate. Made a Lucavi like all the others who craved power. You will not leave this place.
I will
defeat you.
Yeah, I think
swear
that's
it.
really interesting. This graphical style reminds me so much of Xenogears.
My move.
My move.
No.
Nice hit.
This looks bad.
Oh, Alma. Somebody help Alma. Doing. Oh, here's bad magic spells. Killed Alma. Jeez. Here they come. Well, let's take care of these little guys first. I think that gets all of them. What gets it, Olajora up there? Nothing? Nothing there. This is the oh, this one will do. How about holy? That'll do.
Right.
Ooh, decent. Not my favorite, but not bad. Oh crap. She's after me. Ooh, that's a good hit.
Come on.
Let's block her in. Though she can teleport, so I don't know if that matters. That was a good hit.
I'm in.
Aegis. Okay, Summoner, go take care of these guys. God, Cloud is crushing it. Hitting 999. Love that. Absolutely crushing it. I love that. God, so good. Do 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 do. I can use holy on him. No, it will not work. That'll take care of him, though. Ooh, dang it! I killed my own summoner. Dadgummit. That was a bad choice. I should have thought twice. Oh, and my other healer's down now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hit her again, Cloud. Oh, look. This might do it. No, she's gonna run away, it looks like. Yeah. That would have killed her. So, he can at least kill this guy. Now, let's go ahead and take care of our healers here. Good deal. Alma continues to heal herself, which we do love. Ultima. Crap.
Impossible.
Did I win?
This end to meet. I see it now.
I see it now.
Too late. In you. His blood. My vanquisher in times long past.
See, that's so much easier than that one fight I couldn't beat easily.
Shall I accept defeat?
Oh, yeah. Guess it's not over yet.
In that accursed blood, the price of your defiance you shall pay.
My turn.
Keep going.
Wow, wow. You get there, and now let's go ahead and arise our friend. Now, Cloud, you go and attack her. This really is the final stretch, you know? It takes forever. Can at least take away our MP. Don't attack her, you jerk. But I can bring her back to life.
I won't let you.
God, I have no sense of aim of where this guy is. That's so frustrating. Alma, please don't attack me. Weak. Oh crap. He's gonna kill two of us. Decent hit. We do Cura. Just use it on yourself, friend. Oh man, you know I gotta use Cloud. Cloud's the strongest in the game over here, for me at least.
No holding.
Always got to use Cloud in these games. Oh crap, that was a whole lot of nonsense. Good hit, or good heal. Cloud, you gotta be better than that if you're gonna play the hero. How you doing, Final Fantasy X? Or the Final Fantasy X, perhaps? Good hit. Let's go ahead and use an X potion. Dang it. Let's see, can we use haste on everybody? We can try.
I will run.
Not great, but not bad. There we go. Then we run. There. Let's try this. Dang it, he keeps moving. Drives me crazy. Not bad. Let's try this. Alma is a real G for that one. You're right. Dang it. Ooh, great hits. Ah, I just need Cloud to like unleash real fast. That would be amazing. First things first. Like, that's all I need. I just need her. I need Cloud to hit her with a couple of ascensions.
I got this.
You bounce up there, Cloud. See if we can do this now. Believe. You gotta believe. Ah, and then he kills me anyway. Shadow Blade. Oh no. Going after that one. Boo. Not quite there. Just gonna sit right there. They really hate my arithmetician. Yeah, they really, really do. Really don't like him.
Now then.
The only thing that like super frustrates me about this game is the camera. There's got to be a better way of doing the camera. Oh crap. Berserk. Alma, save us. Actually, that did it. Good job, Ramza. See, he failed when he hit me with Berserk. And that's it, chat. We did it. Together.
O stones divine! I beseech you!
The struggle has at last reached its end. Hooray. What a hit. I did do it. I did. Technically,
What now, Ramza? Given all that has
Ajora
come
did
to
it by
pass,
berserking
I fear
me.
we cannot return to our old lives.
No. Should we remain, we would only be hunted as heretics. So instead, let us take to the road.
You and I?
We've eliminated the source of the chaos. Our work is done. From now on, we shall live
Galore.
free, as birds on the wing.
All right. Let's watch the ending.
Blessings of the Great Father descend and guide your body's return to the earth. May the grace of Saint Ajora lead Alma's soul to the eternal shores of paradise. There she shall find peace. Faram.
Kind of like a corrupted Jesus, sort of. Yeah. We talked about that
He was so young.
a lot in the last
For the
stream.
entire family to be taken. The gods are cruel.
And the youngest son, Ramza, branded a heretic
Oh,
and denied his
Ramza.
burial. Such tragedy.
For 3 centuries, House Beowulf stood, but no more. A stark reminder that nothing lasts forever.
Ah,
Ramza,
Oren.
forgive me. I am late in paying my respects. I would have come sooner were not so many eyes upon me. Ovelia has wed Delita, and she has relinquished the throne to him, making him king. A common-born youth restores peace to the realm, and now together with his queen, he forges a new kingdom. A tale of heroism not like to be soon forgotten. Mayhap Delita is the man you believed him to be. A good man, at heart. When Valmafra revealed herself for an assassin, he made it appear as though he'd killed her. Then let her run. I think he must have caught a glimpse of himself in her. A tool manipulated by Lord Folmarv.
It's time we rejoined our squad. I'll go on ahead.
My father. Did he die bravely?
He was actually turned into a frog in the last round.
I'll visit again. Be at peace. Are you truly dead? I still cannot believe you're gone. After everything. Oh, Ramza! Alma, wait!
Interesting question. Existential question.
They're alive. They're both of
Would
them
you drop
alive.
by your own funeral?
Did you see them?
If you were still alive?
Thank you, Ramza.
That was
May
just
we
for
meet
you,
again,
Lauren.
somewhere out there.
There is naught to bind us now. Not the Beowulf name or the legacy. We may leave all that behind, to walk a path of our choosing.
A path of our choosing. But will we be able to find our place?
I do not doubt it. For aside from each other, we have time. To forge new friendships, to start families of our own. And one day, when we have children, we will share with them our tale. The first chapter in a new legacy.
That was to be the last time Ramza and his sister were seen. Tom Sawyer did. Ah, good points, everybody. Orendur I was left. I know not what brings men joy, of what drives them to great deeds, of what legacies they hope I know less yet. But I do know this, the true hero of this tale was the man forgotten. Oren would spend the next half-decade assembling the account of all to which he had borne witness. I can barely read that. His work complete, Oren presented this account, the Durai Papers, before the Clemensian Council, then convened for the selection of a... However, the church, fearing above all else the revelation of the truth, seized Oren as a heretic and burned him at the stake. Oren did have a horrible ending. The pen that inked them forever stilled, the papers then lay hidden for long centuries, forgotten even by the church that had concealed them. But I found this truth, so I lay it bare for all to see, that his deeds might guide generations yet to come, that his name might receive the honor it is due. So, chat, there's one more scene at the end, but before we get to that, let me just share a couple things with ya. Crazy ending, right? Crazy. Justice for Oren, he didn't deserve that. So we've gone through a lot in this series, and we've talked about the church, we've talked about church history, we've talked about scriptures and how they were compiled, we've talked about heresy, we've talked about power, and we've talked about the best and the worst of church history. As you know, I teach this stuff at the University of Alabama, and one of the things that I love about this is kind of this central thesis that I even share with students. When we become disillusioned with the institutions of faith and religion, it's easy to get. We get it, and we know that we're not alone. But one thing that I love about this game is that the faith of the future is not to be built on denial, but instead it's built on honesty. We talked a little bit earlier about all the reasons people would leave religious institutions. Hypocrisy, it's too political, it doesn't allow for proper questions, and ultimately it doesn't live what it preaches a lot of times. But one of the things that I love about the way this game depicts faith is that you have those in the higher up, but then you have those kind of at the base level of faith. The Almas and Avelias, the Ramzas, that are simply devotees of the religion. One thing that I like to say to the students that I have is that we ought not build our faith on denial, but instead we build it on honesty. And maybe that's kind of why throughout history, God shows up in unexpected places, even like in a game like this, where classroom discussion turns into something that's a bit more personal. Ramza's story does remind us that you can lose your religion and still find your faith. You can see the worst of people and still believe the best of God. And if we hold on to that, then it may be something that we want to live into a little bit more. In the end, Ramza doesn't get a monument or sainthood, he gets silence. His story becomes little more than a rumor, kind of a forgotten faithfulness, if you will, buried underneath somebody else's propaganda. But one of the things that I like about this game is that it conveys, especially with those final words, that that's kind of the point. That the truest believers are seldom the ones that are depicted in stained glass, but maybe they're the ones who stayed kind in a cruel world. Maybe the ones that stayed faithful in a corrupt institution. And that is ultimately what I tell my students. Faith isn't proven by how loudly you defend it, and I've got so many strong defenders of it in my religious studies classes. They want to defend every line of the things that they've always believed, and there's some value in that. But what I tell them is that it is proven by how deeply they live it and love it when no one else is watching, when they choose to set aside a statement and a place of power for one that actually is living out what it is believing. And that's where the Ramzas and the Almas differ from the Fulmarvs and the Largs and the Dice Dargs of this game. The manipulation of faith, of an institution, of philosophies that prey on the lower class while pretending to raise them up, right? And to me, that's what I really love about this. Smith, yeah, it's always the ones on the ground. There's this mentality I heard, even going through grad school in religion, where it's the idea that God helps those who help themselves, but the counter to that is God helps those who can't help themselves. God is on the side of the broken, the least, the lost, because similar to what Cledian said in the final battles, they're trying to build a new tomorrow, but they're trying to build the, quote, kingdom of God on the backs of the broken and the poor to preserve their own power. Whereas the real kingdom of God comes in not on the backs of the poor, but to strengthen the backs of the poor. I think that's one of the really cool things that this game really speaks to. So this game helps me think deeply about my own faith. With that, let's scoot back over to the gameplay. One more scene.
I thought I might find you here. Everyone has been looking for you. Today is your birthday, is it not? I brought you flowers. A token of my eternal love.
Ah!
Ophelia.
How could you? You used them and all the others. And someday you'll cast me aside, just as you did Ramza.
God.
Did you get what you wanted in all of this, Ramza?
The fate of Ophelia. Smith!
I got this.
Boy, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, does it not? Do I consider Delita a hero or a villain? It's hard to say here. What it does make me think about is, regardless of what he was doing, he believed that he was doing what was right, but he went about it the wrong way, and really in a self-preservation way. So to do the right thing the wrong way always has consequences. And for me, Delita, he bears the weight of those consequences in the end. And so what it reminds me of is that if you are to bring this proverbial promised land or kingdom of God, make sure you're doing it the right way. The right ends through the wrong means is still the wrong thing. I think that's part of what is happening here. Because in that respect, Delita is not really that much different than Fulmarv and Cledian and these other church leaders. He's seeking a place of peace for himself, but that can't be the point. It can't be a promised land that you yourself begin to feel peace at the expense of the others. And this is kind of what Ramza is about. He is the hero of this story because he lives in obscurity. It is not easy for him in the end because Ramza he's on the run. He doesn't get to live a normal life. He's a heretic or dead, forgotten to history. And if the truth of his story was found out, he'd be put to death like Oren was. And yet, this is what Ramza fought for. Not for fame, not for influence, not for his happy ending, but he fought for what was right and what was true. And there was something about that undying belief in him. I mean, it really could have been cast aside. But there's one point that I just really come back to over and over and over again. When you're reading through the scriptures of Germanique, Ramza says, the scriptures of Germanique, which we equated to the scriptures of Judas, or the Gospel of Judas, when he's reading them, he says, the scriptures of Germanique say that it's all a lie, but I know it's not all a lie, because I've seen the Lucavi with my own eyes. There is some truth to it, but it may not be the truth that we were peddled. And so what Ramza does throughout the rest of this game is he tries to bring about the world as though the scriptures he learned and believed in were true. And that to me is a really important aspect of belief and faith as well. Something that I tell my students. I have the incredible privilege of having students come to me in my classes and outside of classes to tell me about their hurts and their hang-ups and their questions about faith. And I listen and I have coffee with them and myriad coffees for the years that they're with me. But one of the things that we talk about over those coffees is, what if the religiosity or the faith that you were peddled that seemed so sufficient but proved insufficient the older that you've gotten, what if that one, what you believed it was true? And can you discard the painful, the abrasive, oppressive, abusive parts of that faith and religion to work for the world that you always believed in? And that to me is the difference between Ramza and Delita. Delita was acting out of grief to try to rebuild his family in some ways. I don't believe that he loved Ophelia. I think that he was looking for a surrogate sister. I think that he was looking for someone to replace that part of him that was lost back at the end of chapter 1. Because ultimately, that is what grief and trauma and sadness does to us. It leads us to do things that seek to bring gain. So my take on Delita is that he is doing what is natural and instinctual, but he's got this facade that says, I'm doing this for very noble purposes, but really his noble purpose is to rebuild the family that he lost at the hands of the church. And so he's discarding the church, he's doing it his own way, but he becomes, in another way, the same self-centered egotist that the church had become. And Ramza, meanwhile, doesn't try to rebuild his fallen brothers. He loses even more. It's just an interesting pairing, don't you think? A self-centeredness versus a selflessness. The pursuit of truth on Ramza's side, or the pursuit of peace on Delita's side, an inner peace. Gosh, lots to think about there. So ultimately, that's kind of where we end in this. So Delita is Luther. Perhaps that is a take, for sure. It depends on how open and affirming you are of the things that Luther did, right? Luther's a mixed bag in a lot of ways. There are some things that he did that were proper reformations. There were some things that he did that were actually quite petty. But ultimately, were the reforms good for the church, both Catholic and Protestant? I would say on the whole, it's a pretty net gain. Even just for the Catholics, I would say that personally. But I would be interested in any paper that discussed Delita as Luther. I think that's an interesting take. It's a provocative take. I have to think about that. That's good. That's interesting. An interesting phrase. I'd read that paper. I'd publish that paper. That's a good one. So ultimately, in the end, Final Fantasy Tactics is an incredible game that is informed by history and helps us think deeply about history, but also helps us think deeply about our own personal faith. So there you go. Everybody, thank you so much for being a part of this Final Fantasy Tactics lecture series over the last month. It's been a great time on Tuesday nights being with you. I'm going to continue thinking about this, so thank you for that. Make sure you check out all of our content over on YouTube and on Twitch, but also over on profnoctis.com. But with that, walk tall, my friends, and we will see you in class.